Good morning, beautiful people. How are you today? Welcome to my week 18 update. It's great to see you. Thank you for tuning in and watching. Welcome back to my channel. So I'll do you a little bit of an update. As you can see, I have come outside for a little walk this morning. We are a day early. That is Thursday today. So yeah, just like I said in my last video, we are off to download this weekend. So a little bit of an earlier update this weekend because we'll be off grid for 3-4 days as well. So thought I would come and get a nice little walk in. So again, thank you everybody for watching and for subscribing. It really does mean a lot to me. Thank you so much for that. Like I say, taking that time to watch my channel. So, how's this week been? So, as you know, we have been out and about quite a bit recently. Like I say, our this weekend also. So, this last week from our trip to Liverpool has been quite quiet. It's been quite nice to kind of just get back into a little bit of routine this week and get back on track. So in my last video I did tell you that obviously I was a little bit poorly coming out of Liverpool. Also kind of ended up with 2 migraines as well last weekend, so that was a little bit pants. And I do think kind of the bad food choices and wine just play a part in my migraines. So so this week has been so much better. I've been back on track, back on the health food. We talked last week, didn't we, about cravings and food cravings. This week it's just all been about the veggies. So it's crazy how much I do actually crave those veggies when I've not had them for a little bit. So this week, like I say, has been much better. Feeling better coming out of the weekend. Sleep has started to be a little bit better as well. Again, it's all down to the food choices, I think, anyway, for me personally. It's about those different food choices and the impact that those processed and naff foods have on your body as well. So what I wanted to talk to you a little bit about this week was those off-scale wins and targets. I've been thinking a little bit about kind of my goals of where I want to be and what I want to get out of this weight loss journey with a little help of Mounjaro along the way. So I've been really kind of thinking about that because yes, obviously the scales matter. The scales matter a lot. Well, to me they do anyway, because that's what it's all about. It's about getting that weight off. However, it's those, like I say, over the last few weeks I've fluctuated a little bit. And that has kind of been obviously getting me thinking about what I want to get out of this and also thinking about those non-scale victories as well. So for me, thinking about my goals, my little goals that I want to achieve by the end of this and also along the way. So I think it's good to have little targets that you want to work towards and tick off as you kind of get to that end goal. So my main end goal was to lose 6 stone. So that is my big goal. That's where I want to be at the end of this. Getting there. Tell you about my weight loss this week soon. So slowly getting there with that. So again, that is a massive goal. So what other little things do I want to achieve before I get to that? because I think, again, that is important. Size of clothes. Now, when I started this, I was kind of in a 20/22. My jeans at the minute are a 16. I would quite like to get to a 14, but realistically, maybe get that in tops. However, for my jeans and things like that, I've always kind of been a bit chunky around my bottom and my legs. So whether I would actually get in a 14 jean might be a bit of a long shot. But you never know, I'll give it a go. It's not totally off the cards as well. So yeah, clothes size, like I say, whatever fits and looks good is a thing as well. I've been thinking about this a little bit now. I've talked about this right at the beginning, that I used to run quite a bit. Not fast, I was exceptionally slow, but I used to quite enjoy doing a bit of running and some races and events and things like that. My weight gain and poorly knees and legs kind of put pay to that. So it is something I might think about, just to help things along a little bit, but more for my fitness and overall health. So that is something that is in the back of my mind as well. Kind of in the midst of the race season as such, where there's lots of events going on, and I really like going over the finish line and getting my medal at the end. And I'm kind of getting a bit FOMO. We had our local one this weekend, and I see people around walking afterwards with their medals and stuff, and I was a bit, I hate doing that run, I'm not going to lie, I absolutely hate it. I whinge all the way around it. But I do like that feeling, come across the finish line and getting your medal. It's great as well. So what I do want to do as well is continue to build that better relationship with food, so that when it's a bit of an exit strategy for when we come off Mounjaro, and then being able to manage my food intake after without the help of Mounjaro, because that's going to be so important for coming off it and thinking about that exit strategy as well. Sun is really bright again today, it's beautiful. A bit windy though. So I've got my phone with my notes because brain fog, I always forget. So one thing as well on my goals is we are going on holiday. So we've got a proper beach holiday coming up at the end of August, beginning of September. What I would like to do on that holiday is to wear a proper bikini. Not a tankini or a swimming suit that covers all my tummy, but one of my little goals, I would quite like to be able to wear a proper bikini, not like a skimpy Daisy Duke or anything stupid like that, because these girls will not fit into one of those, but I'd quite like to wear a proper bikini. So that is another little goal that I have set myself as well. Might not be a pretty sight, but we'll see. We will see. And another little goal that I have set myself now, I don't know if any other of people out there who are a little bit more apple shaped. I struggle with ladies fitting jackets and jumpers, t-shirts, things like that. I always have to get the males, the man's size, because I can't fit my boobs and my belly in. Because the ladies' fit obviously are kind of fitted in at the waist, and I always really struggle, so I have to go for the men's, and then they're too big on my shoulders and hanging down my arms. So that is another little goal that I have set myself. Now it is, so I wrote this at the weekend, these kind of notes and things like that, and that's what I've been thinking about through the week. And Stuart has very, very kindly bought me the most beautiful winter coat, because I need a new winter coat. And it is actually a ladies' fit, and it arrived yesterday. And it's a little bit snug, just as I zip it up on my tummy. However, the way things are going, it's going to be absolutely fine. So that's coat ticked off the list. But things like t-shirts, hoodies, all that sort of stuff, I want to be able to buy a ladies' fit. So that's a little goal for me. So have you kind of thought about like little goals, or set yourself little goals that you want to achieve as well? If you have, write them in the comments. It'd be really interesting to see what everybody else is kind of working towards, as well as obviously the weight loss. But it's those other non-scales, isn't it, that I think are quite important to focus on, and not just the number on the scales. So, talking about scales and kind of non-scale victories as well. So I've had a couple this week. So I've talked before about my jeans, the variety of sizes of jeans that I have. Now, I'm actually wearing them now, actually. A pair of jeans that at the beginning of the year, so February, even when I started this, I struggled. I couldn't even get them on. I couldn't fasten them. This week, I actually can just pull them on without even opening them up, which is just crazy, absolutely crazy, because it's to be able to actually pull them on without being able to having to open them. So that's a bit of a non-scale victory for me as well. Another thing, I've got another t-shirt that I got from festival last year that we went to Tramlines. That's been back in the back of my drawer since last year, because again, couldn't fit it. It wouldn't fit. It was really quite snug. Been wearing that this week as well. So that's another little victory. Now, I have also been measuring my waist. So when I first started, I measured it again this morning. I've actually lost 10 inches off my waist. How mental is that? And also really quite scary of how big my waist was as well. What else? It's kind of a nice thing, actually. I think I'm going to have to go clothes shopping. Obviously, I've just talked about my jeans there. But my work tops, my tops are all kind of hanging off now. I need to get some more work clothes, because they're all getting a little bit big. Okay, so those are my non-scale victories this week. Again, thinking about this weekend and going off to download, and last weekend over at Liverpool, it's just trying to think of doing those events and being out and about and stuff like that 3 stone heavier. It would have been really quite difficult. And I think also, like I said, this weekend, just the thought of I'm going to turn around and come back this way, hopefully the wind will be behind me then, actually doing that 3 stone heavier will be a lot trickier. It's things like as well that I thought about, things like getting up off the sofa without having to really push myself up and struggle to get off the sofa, and just being able to just up I get. Things like that. And it's those things that you have to really embrace, and what I'm really embracing this week is thinking about the bigger picture and not just what's on the scales. So that leads me nicely on to, it's going to be easy for me to say this actually, onto my weight loss for this week. So I have not been really expecting much, because again, coming out of the weekend, not feeling great. Haven't really been out exercising a massive amount. I took the dog out a few times. So I've not been feeling that I would have had a big loss this week. I've been good with my food, like I said. I've been back on the veggies, which has been amazing. Got a new favourite. Sugar snap peas are just the best. Do those in the air fryer with a little bit of garlic sprinkled on them. Oh, amazing, absolutely amazing. So I was exceptionally pleased when I got on the scales this morning. Like I say, I'm a day early as well. That I have lost another 4 pounds. Oh my God, I am absolutely over the moon and really, really surprised, because I was not expecting that at all. Yes, I've been better with my food, I've been drinking more water, but I think it's kind of getting a bit of a blow off last week as well. So I am absolutely over the moon with that. That takes me to a total of £44 off. So well now into my next stone bracket, which, like I say, that third stone has taken an absolute age to get off. So for me to have finally done that with a couple of pounds to spare, I'm absolutely over the moon. So into my next stone bracket, working on that fourth stone now. Let's hope it doesn't take quite as long as well. Also, that gives me a little bit of wiggle room for this weekend, planning again. Because, like I say, we are off to download. I've got my little mid-download nails done as well. So, yeah, we're going to try our hardest, but do you know what? It's a festival. It's going to be what it is. We've got our camping stuff. We're going to pack up tonight and ready to hit the road first thing in the morning, which I'm really, really excited about as well. I got a little bit sad yesterday because it opens on Wednesday and we're just doing Friday to Monday. But like lots of people already there and pitching their tents and stuff, so I was getting very jealous yesterday. Let's just hope the thunderstorms stay away. That's going to be interesting as well. So I will sign off now. Thank you so much for watching. Wish me luck for the week. We'll see what happens. What will be, will be. But by the sounds of it, we're going to get a hell of a lot of steps in. There's going to be a lot of walking. So hopefully that will counteract some of the bad choices that I am going to make. I'm going to try my best. I've been looking through the food vendors. I've been looking for like jacket potatoes. I think there's a potato stall, chicken and stuff. So we will see. Anyway, I'm waffling again. Thank you so much. Please do like and subscribe, and I'll catch you soon. Bye.